What's up everyone, Darcblade here with a little bit of a news information video for Monster Hunter Wilds. Now Gamescom is wrapping up, but Twitter is exploding with various bits of information from people who have had a chance to play the demo. And so you could almost see this as miscellaneous news that wasn't featured in the developer live streams. Of course, take most of this information with a pinch of salt, as things are bound to change from the demo version of Monster Hunter Wilds to the actual version. But let's move on. Now, the first bit of information I want to bring to your attention was actually brought to my attention from IGN of all things. But IGN's credibility is a little bit low when it comes to me, so I was lucky to have a friend, Iden, who is at Gamescom, who was able to experience the demo, try this and confirm it. Basically, for lack of a better word, aerial insect glaive playstyle is no longer in the game. Basically, in the past, when you performed the jump in advance and slash, it would catapult you back into the air after you land the final hit, allowing you to remain in the air. However, this is no longer the case with Monster Hunter Wilds. Whether this is intentional or not, I'm not so sure. But when I first saw this, I was just concerned that it was an issue to do with hitboxes, but no, it was confirmed that alas, this does not catapult you back into the air. So you would probably use this now to mount the monster or perform one of the insect glaives moves that allow you to grapple on top of a monster to deal damage that way. However, this seems to be removing one of the core playstyles for the insect glaive, and I can imagine insect glaive mains being a little bit annoyed with this. I can imagine in some respects, especially from the teaser trailer, we're going to get replacement moves utilising the Kinsect a little bit more than we already do. But again, like I said, I can't confirm this until I get my hands on it. Unfortunately, it means that the insect glaive in some regards may be like learning a new weapon or new way to play the weapon. But the next bit of information I wanted to bring to your attention was with the bow. The bow has received a massive buff that some astute players may have noticed. Basically, when you perform its perfect evade, it will actually restore your stamina bar as well as give you one stack of your coatings back as well. This is quite powerful and could be considered even overpowered depending on how generous the input window is when it comes to performing this dodge maneuver. There are also more questions when it comes to the weapons, as like the developers said, every weapon has a perfect input move, such as a well-timed guard that can lead to a power clash. You have perfect evades and counter-attacks. But one thing I'm wondering is, what does the hunting horn have? Has anyone actually worked that out? I'd love to hear if you have. Lastly, for the weapons, something with the switch axe is the elemental discharge can now set the ground on fire. So it looks like our weapons can interact with the environment, depending on what weapon we're using. But as with every Monster Hunter, you can see that certain weapons are getting more love than others. The longsword, dual blades, bow, switch axe, charge blade, gun lance and hammer all seem to have amazing additions to them. But unfortunately some weapons, like in my opinion the insect glaive, heavy bowgun and lance, are a little bit lacking. But that being said, more weapons seem to have been buffed than actually nerfed. It's just a shame that if your main is among the nerfed weapons. Just a side note, when I say the lance being nerfed, it's not really being nerfed, it's just not really as flashy as the other weapons. It's still very effective from what I've seen. But a few other tidbits of information. First of all, a set base camp is being confirmed, to which will act more like a Celiana or a Stera base. It seems that each region will have its own version of this. I doubt this base will be attacked by monsters. The base camps are obviously where we're going to be going to speak to Gemma, the smithy, for weapon upgrades, so on and so forth. Finally, for anyone who's wondering, I'm going to be showing off all the armor for our hunters that we could get in the demo. As mentioned before, armor is no longer gender locked, so you can wear and mix and match as you see fit. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find the Palico armor, but if I am able to locate it, I'll share it in the community posts. But what are your thoughts, especially when it comes to the weapons? I'd love to hear them, so leave a comment down below, and until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you more miscellaneous news for Monster Hunter Wilds. Hope you enjoyed the little video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.